Hi everyone, it's Joe Da Silva from the High Rise Concept. Today I want to talk to you about something that happened last night. I was at a networking event with a very good friend of mine, and the speaker was talking about something not related to sales. It was more into the subconscious mind and all that kind of stuff. And the one thing that he kept saying over and over again is how much of an expert he is in his field. And my friend turned to me and mumbled, he keeps calling himself an expert. Isn't that what we should come to the conclusion about his abilities? And it started me thinking about how we actually end up talking about ourselves and the kind of words we use to describe ourselves. And it's quite true. I never consider myself an expert. That's for you to decide if I'm an expert in my field or not. Not for me to profess whether or not I'm the expert in my field. And there are words we use sometimes that, just make no sense at all about how we actually describe ourselves. For example, have you ever heard or have you ever used trust me? There's a good one. So what you're telling me is I shouldn't really be trusting you if you're telling me that I have to trust you. Another one that I see all the time is to be honest. Okay, so what you're telling me is everything that you've done up to this point is not completely honest, and there might be some shady dealings as far as that goes. So you really have to be careful about the words you use. For example, and this is one that I still struggle with from time to time, and that's the word problem. I don't like problems. What I'd rather have is a challenge. And I do catch myself every time I talk to someone and go, well, your problem is, sorry, your challenge is. And there is a slight difference, but it's all about perception and how you use language to describe things. So you never have a problem, you always have challenges. And my favorite one is the word like. How many people have just cringed and gone crazy when people are like, and there's like, I was like can only be used as far as I'm concerned in one way. I like apple pie. I like the way the Vancouver Canucks are playing right now. Trust me, and to be honest, that's not really what I mean at this point. But anywho, just wanted to put that out there because language and how we describe ourselves actually does portray something to our prospects and clients without us even knowing. For example, on yesterday's meetup group or networking group, the fact that the speaker kept referring to himself as an expert. And again, something that I'm going to leave to you to decide whether or not I'm an expert in my field. For tips like these and others, check out the highriseconcept.com. There you'll find my blogs, you'll find the podcast, you'll also find the rest of the videos that I do have. Also, check the events page because I am putting together workshops. I am appearing live to do talks more frequently now. So check that out if you want to come out and meet me in person. I'd love to meet you, and we'll talk about how we actually talk to each other in some which way, shape, or form. Joe Da Silva from the High Rise Concept, wishing you all a great day. Thank you.